feel like I'm
Hi,
so
Soul.
short. Jesus.
Hi, Soul Tribe.
Hi, everybody.
Here we are. Happy Saturday.
Yes, almost Mother's
Saturday to
Day.
you, yes. Happy Mother's Day.
Everybody.
To all the mothers out there. And
caretakers, people that represent mothers or the mother influence. Yeah.
for sure.
Everybody.
Absolutely. The different mothers in our lives.
Yeah.
Loving sources. Okay, so you guys, here we are today. Beautiful day in the park at the pond. Stating the obvious.
Yeah.
And we wanted to start off with a question from one of our viewers, and I'm just going to go ahead and read her whole question.
Okay.
How's that
I'm
sound?
Vera.
Oh, and I'm Christina.
And we're Soul's
Enlightenment. All right, so here we go. This question's from Nyla, and Nyla is saying, thank you guys for answering my questions. Unfortunately, I have no recollection of my past lives. So whatever I said in my previous comment was based on what a psychic told me. By the way, she's not my psychic.
Well, she did
She's
say
saying,
my psychic.
just someone I had a reading with
Read
recently.
it up further. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But we didn't make that up. is what I'm
Right,
trying to say.
yeah. She said, I've had many past lives where I was enslaved, persecuted for religious beliefs, imprisoned, had chronic illness, etc. And I've carried over a lot of fears into my current lifetime, which does resonate with my present situation. But you guys are saying different things, and now I'm a little confused. Laugh out loud. My challenges in this life are mainly mental health based. I have anxiety disorder, insomnia, and ADD, not yet diagnosed. I'm trying to heal myself spiritually, but it's been hard because my symptoms keep coming back. I understand that from my soul/higher self's perspective, my challenges are experiences for soul growth. But from my human perspective, all these experiences are wearing me out. Hence my frustrated rant in my previous post. Sorry about that. But whatever it is, I guess I'll just do my best with what I have. Thanks again for sharing your insights and your words of encouragement.
That's very sweet. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about whenever you find out about past lives. It's very important to find out what issues you had and what issues you may be bringing forward in your current lifetime that you didn't really think that you did a good job in the last lifetime, so it kind of seeps into this lifetime. But it's really important to also understand that knowledge is power, and whatever information you get from that past life, you say, okay, I've been there, done that, I don't have to have it in this lifetime, and you release it and let it go. You know, you don't have to keep repeating it over and over. As long as you have the information on why you had to experience that, or you know, you get more information than just like, well, you had a lot of bad past lives.
Right.
You need more information to be able to release and let go of that negativity.
Yeah.
And then remember to replace it with something positive so it can't come back. It just won't fit. You filled up that hole.
Right, because each lifetime we learn, every single lifetime, even if we have these challenging lives of being imprisoned over and over or persecuted over and over.
We all have.
Every time we gain something more to help us overcome it a little bit better and to
I'm trying to be taller. Go ahead.
And to learn those lessons, whatever they are, and to perfect over that situation, whatever it might be.
Because it's nice to know what you've been and all that, but you have to know why. You have to understand and have that knowledge base. And then you are able to release, let go, and then be done with it.
You know, one of the things I really wanted to bring up too is that a lot of times when we're talking to us about our birthmarks, let's say that's a good example, and how different marks are carried from other past lives where we might have been, like, say, hung or in these different situations, persecuted and imprisoned and everything. There's always a significant strength to carrying that mark. So my point is that it's not just for the sake of suffering, is what I'm trying to say.
No.
It's for the sake of that strength, that whatever that lifetime was, whatever we, like, let's say we're dying for or we're persecuted for, that strength of our beliefs or that strength of our love or whatever it was that we were going through that experience for. And that is the strength that we want to remember most, not the suffering part, but the strength part. Is there anything else that you want to
No, I was going to say that, but no, that's no perfect. I mean, as long as it's being said, that's by love. But yeah, that's exactly it. We have to do it for a purpose,
Right.
not just like you said for the suffering. But and also, I want to make clear, I'm not trying to say that the psychic before that told you that is wrong or anything like that. I'm not saying that. Everybody has, their purpose, and whatever it is, that's what she happened to pick up on that in that reading or whatever.
Right.
But the thing is, there were a lot, like I told you last time, a lot of good lives that kind of balance it out. It's just that you've had challenging ones back to back to this current lifetime.
That
So
makes
that's
sense.
why it feels like you've had nothing but bad.
Right.
Because I told her about the Irish life. But she also had a past life I picked up where she sang in a church. So it might have been that one that her other psychic picked up about being persecuted. But
That makes sense.
yeah, because she actually really brought a lot of joy to people because she was in the choir. And she sang, and she was the lead, I don't know if they had like lead singers, but she was the one that had the solos, so to speak.
Oh.
And she just, whenever she sang, people just felt filled up. So that was her contribution in that lifetime. But she also had challenges. So you bring forward the positive as well, as what you learned from the negative.
Right.
So that's what I was saying. So she was a cause fighter in that lifetime. So,
a cause fighter.
Yeah.
That
so
is really.
yeah. And what you didn't like about that church that you were in, you loved everything about the philosophy, but not the part about other people being excluded if they weren't like everyone else in the group.
Right.
Kind of thing.
So what's really interesting too, just in case if you don't know what Vera means by saying that you are a cause fighter, what that means, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're out fighting causes. It's cause fighter is a theme, because every lifetime that we have, there's also a life theme that is like a basic theme to our lifetime that we chart before we come in. So we chart our experiences for the lessons that we want to learn, and we also chart our life theme. And as a cause fighter, that means that there was something in your life. It could have been, like Vera was just saying, maybe you were fighting for the equality of everyone, even if they weren't in your particular faith that you did love, that everyone has worth and value in the eyes of God, or whatever it might have been. I'm just throwing that out there, right? But so maybe that was your cause in that life, and maybe you were persecuted by it. It'd be interesting to see, who was she being persecuted by? Was it people inside her faith or outside her faith? You never know, right?
Well, it was inside, but
yeah,
yeah,
makes kind of sense.
Yeah, the hierarchy of that church. Yeah.
But that's an amazing strength that you had, Nyla, too.
And that's why I said we have to pick up on our strengths. You said it before, but I had it in my notes.
Of course.
Because we're like this.
Exactly.
So, what I'm picking up also is that this is your last life on this planet. So all the stuff that you wanted to get in, you stuffed in. So that's why it might feel like there's just too much. But when you were on the other side, it was like, oh my God, I lost my crystal. Oh, well.
Oh, we'll find it.
Okay.
We'll find it.
Okay. But yeah, I've lost what I was saying because I lost my crystal.
Yeah. No, you were just saying that she's charted a lot to get in.
this lifetime, right. But on the other side, when we're charting it, we're like, oh, I can do this.
Right.
We're over there going, yeah, you can do it. We'll be with you.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But once we come in, we forget.
Yeah. So it's really interesting because, like Vera was just saying, on the other side, we are in full power, in our full power, in our full knowledge. And we know that we have the ability to handle anything that comes our way. It's in our soul. But once we come into life, there's the amnesia effect and fears that start to affect us because it's a negative plane. And also, like Nyla was saying in her question, in her question, that she was feeling that she had brought in a lot of fears. I mean, that's what the psychic was saying, that she brought in a lot of fears from other lifetimes. And I did want to say one thing too, because she was saying that most of her challenges were mental health based. One of the things that Angus...
in this lifetime.
In this lifetime, yes. Thank you. I wanted to share that one of the things that Angus was telling me when I was going through a lot of stuff that was going on in my thinking was that he was saying the negativity is always there. We just have to learn how to control it. Because Nyla was saying that she has anxiety and that type of thing. And I just wanted to say that one of the ways that you could try, Nyla, to control it is by focusing on, like Vera was talking about, your higher self, your strong higher self. You are strong now, but I'm just saying on the other side, to know that you are the same soul, you're just in life now. So to bring that into now, to control the negativity of the fears that might creep up. And I also wanted to say, to help you not be affected by negativity.
Well, that's a tough one, because we're always going to be affected by negativity.
It is.
It's how we handle it.
But later today, in one of our next videos, we're going to be doing a meditation that I think could really help. We're going to speak to it a little bit about what this angel is for, and it's something that you could always favorite and go back to the video and do the meditation at will, and that is something that could help you. We'll go into it in the next video, but I just wanted to say that. Was there more that you wanted to tell?
A lot more.
Oh, good.
Okay, but I might not have to say it because I think you already said stuff. She does not have ADHD. I'm not picking that up, but get it diagnosed. And never be sorry for explaining your situation. You're trying to have understanding. So it's not a rant, it's just you're trying to get information.
Definitely.
So I do know that you're going to be getting another type of medication, or they're going to tweak your medication, and it's going to fit better for her than what she's having now. And
because God also made doctors, and so even though we want to try the spiritual avenue, we go down a spiritual avenue because if we're carrying things from past lives, the spiritual aspect is a big part of it. But then God also made doctors to help with the symptoms too. So that's where medication can also help. So the holistic, spiritual, and the medication together.
Yeah. And with that, whenever you have the trauma seeping in from other lifetimes, then just realize you've been there, done that. You don't have to have that trauma anymore. It's just that you wanted to experience it different, in a way that was better for you. So that's one of the things too. Because we have enough to work on in our current lifetime with our chart. You can have all these other ones seep in. But when they do, then you're able to release it, let it go, and then replace it with something positive. And I think you talked about, about the strengths. We tend to forget our strengths, talents, and all that. But it's in us. It's like our soul mind, our superconscious mind, subconscious mind, has everything that we've ever experienced. So we do have that knowledge inside. It's just that we forget once we come into life. But it's there. And whenever you have these feelings, or that you go to somebody and they tell you something and it resonates, because you know it's there, that kind of thing. So life is not meant to be easy. Right. Really. I mean, easy is on the other side.
But we see it in movies.
Yeah, but it's worth it because of what we experience for ourselves and for other people on the other side that don't want to come in, kind of thing. So, yeah, we do it for a reason. And then Angus had a special message for her.
Oh,
but you kind of already said it.
Oh.
That's okay, because it was like, but he's just saying it's all in how you want to live your life. You can focus on all that's wrong, or find the pearls to move you to action. So that's from Angus.
Oh, could you say that one more time, please?
It's all in how you want to live your life.
Okay.
You can focus on all that's wrong with your life, or finding the pearls to move you to action.
I love it. You know, because there's always going to be negativity on this emotional plane.
Yeah.
It just is. And it's how we deal with it and looking for the positive and holding on to those pearls.
Because there has to be something every day that you can be grateful for, at least one thing, and then keep, expanding on that. Yeah. What are you thinking about? Something else?
I just love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
So that was all I had.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I love the message from Angus for her too, and it's a great one for all of us too.
And she is going to be able to control those issues that she's saying that it keeps seeping back in. You're going to be able to control that and, move on and look at other things in your life and just not the bad stuff.
Right, focus on the positive and focus on her strength.
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing the message with Angus and all this great information.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys in one moment, because we're going to be back to do another episode soon.
Yes.
Really soon today. Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Have a great Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day, all you mothers and everybody else.
We already said
that.